All right, guys, today we're talking about website tips for your church. We're going to cover 5 things that your church website should have. We're going to talk about how to ask for donations without sounding pushy. And then we're going to talk about an easy way to increase attendance at your events by using your website and Facebook together. So first, your website should have the following 5 things on it. Number 1, your location. Right? Yes. So people need to know where they're at.
Exactly.
Because we go to the church every day, it is so easy for us to assume that everybody knows where we're at.
Right.
I went to a church website trying to pinpoint, trying to send one of my friends there. They didn't have their address. So just said downtown. And I was like, I don't know where that is exactly. So another thing, you should really post your full staff on there so that people can see you. There's a relatability that comes when you see someone's photo on the website. Having your pastor on there, great. That's a great first step that pretty much everyone does. But include your main staff people so that when people go there and you put your children's director on there, they have a face. Okay, I'm going to go look for that person.
They recognize them.
Yeah, there's a comfortability that comes with that. The third thing, make it easy for people to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Right? So putting a calendar of events there. We'll talk more about that in a minute. The fourth thing, on your website, put what you've done, right? Put the past events, right? What has happened. If people are looking for a church where they can be engaged and find community, they don't just want to hear about what you will be doing. They want to see what you've done, right? The fun that's happened, short video clips, things like that. It's fun. And fifth, and not a lot of churches do this, Veronica, but put where people can find you online. Make it easy for them to connect with you on Facebook and Instagram. They're on their phones already. Yeah. Make it easy for them to jump over to your Facebook page and give you a like.
Or if you happen to have like a YouTube account or any other kind of social media accounts, that's great to have on there. Because if they want to find your videos, if you have any other videos that are not on your website.
Yes, absolutely. Now, we get questions a lot from churches and other nonprofit organizations. How can I increase donations or make it easy? So there are 2 ways that we advise people to do it. Number 1, put a little donate button on the bottom of every single page, because you never know what page people will land on. And so just having it be easily accessible is a big deal. The second thing, work with your merchant services providers so that people can set up a recurring donation.
Great idea.
Yeah. So because, like the Branning family, we give a set amount every single month, we give that 10% every single month. And so I know what that's going to be from month to month. And so a lot of other people do as well. And when they can just set it and forget it and know that it's coming, then they feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And they're people are very likely to actually set those up.
Right, especially ministry opportunities that are not directly a church specifically, but maybe a missionary or something like that who you want to support, but it's like, oh, I don't see them every month, or I see them once a year, or whatever. But if it's a reoccurring donation, then the giver doesn't have to think about it.
Yes. Now let's talk about increasing attendance at events. That's another thing that we hear a lot about. And I want to drop some tips on you. Number 1, use Facebook events.
Yes.
Because it's easy for people to share those events, to invite their friends to it. They can see the location on the event page within Facebook. And then really start to set your calendar for the entire month for the church as a whole and for each ministry, right? And so when you look at a church bulletin, they often don't put in the events that are happening with the smaller ministries, like the life groups and the youth. But we really want to make sure that they're represented on the website so that if somebody's inviting their friend, they know kind of what's going on, and there's an easy place for them to see literally everything.
Right, especially children's and youth ministries. When parents are looking, they want to be able to see things.
Yeah, and then on the event, make sure that you put in there what is expected of the people that are attending, and then any volunteer needs that event has, because people are more than willing to help. If they're going to go to an event like, we do a Jethawks thing every year. If they're going to go to an event and they say, we want, 5 people to show up there early, wearing an iHeart AV shirt and standing in front so that we all know where to congregate, then I'd volunteer for that if I knew that was a thing. So so make sure that you make it clear how the people can help, and then again, it's all about putting all the information as possible on those events so that people can help out. So we have seen with the more information, the more attendance. So
Yes.
thanks, you guys.
Thank you.